All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and call this Wiseburn special board meeting to order at 4:32 p.m. On Monday, June 2nd. Wendy, would you please take a roll call?
Dr. Goldman,
I am present.
Ms. Legaspi, present. Cappy, and Mr. Martinez, and Mr. Ben Willis.
Present. And thank you, Nelson, for joining the meeting via cell phone. I can hear you.
Thank you, Roger. And hello to everyone.
Excellent. We're going to go ahead and get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. And Sean, if you can please do us the honors.
Please place your right hand over your heart. Again, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you, Sean. Did he go on hold or something? Or is that different?
Can you hear us, Nelson? I can hear you. Yeah, I just muted myself. That's all.
Okay. Moving to item 2.1, adoption of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as written?
So moved.
You have a second?
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Thank you. Hearing none, motion carries 4-0. On to section 3, comments from the public on items that are not on the agenda. Wendy, do we have anyone online or present?
No, we have no vote.
Thank you. We'll move on to section 4, which is from the public as well, but this is on items on the agenda. Wendy, do we have any comments online or present? No. Okay, thank you. Right. Section 5, we have 3 action items for tonight. I'd like to ask if there's a motion to approve items 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3, which I'll read momentarily for these items. If we could take them all as one, that'd be great. Item 5.1 is to award of agreement to award of agreement for SLC relocation project for a lab of record to Corey Engineering and Testing Incorporated. Item 5.2 is award of bid number 2025-11, also for the SLC Futures Relocation Project and Da Vinci Connect, to JR Universal Construction Incorporated to be paid out of Measure EE bond funds. Actually, all 3 of these items are to be paid out of Measure EE bond funds. Item 5.3 is to award agreement for the SLC relocation project for the Inspector of Record to Pringle Group. So is there a motion to approve items 5.1, 2, and 3?
You have a motion.
Motion from Neil.
And question.
Second?
Second.
I have one comment.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go to Neil.
Nelson had a comment.
I had one.
Oh, you had a comment. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the comment is update on, this was removed from the agenda, at least one of these items. So what brought it back and where are we?
That was gonna be my comment.
Very good.
So basically, these were removed from the agenda only because we had not received DSA approval when our meeting had posted and when we were able to meet. And you actually have to have DSA approval before we can approve, an item like this. So we did have to bring it back. And we thought about next week's our board meeting, but just in the interest of buying ourselves a couple extra days, even 5 or 6 extra days, made more sense for us, just considering we're getting close to the beginning of the school year. I guess I found out about a minute ago that we're not gonna make the beginning of the school year anyway, but we just found that out. So we were giving it a shot. But this still buys us time and we get in quicker, and it means that whatever the contingency plan is for those students, we'll be able to just shorten that contingency. So it's for what it's worth, 6, 7 extra days is a good deal for us.
And just as a comment along those lines as well, when a project, when we need to make up time, if you will, if a project starts late, one of the things as a district that we can do is take actions and have meetings like this, because other than our time, it doesn't cost us financially any money, as opposed to if the contractor is already on site and mobilized, then we needed to make up, say, 5 or 6 days, then we're potentially paying overtimes or multiple shifts, and those could potentially run on us. Of course, depending on the actual situation, this is a good opportunity to really save 5 or 6 days, or as opposed to doing it next week.
And just to also, thank you, Roger, and I just was gonna say, just to clarify, so this is the move. We're taking two buildings, more than two buildings, but we're taking buildings that are currently on the Weisman Sports Complex. They're just to the south side of the sports complex. We were moving that as part of the demolition of the sports complex. We knew it was always targeted to be removed by the end of this, school year. And then some of those buildings will be relocated over to the Del Air site, some of the modulars, will hold, the modulars are fired going up there, and then the other buildings are being demolished, actually just torn down for good. The old district office, boardroom, all of that will be, knocked down kind of for good. So that,
Those weren't modulars.
well, they certainly weren't super permanent.
Yeah.
But they're not like modulars that we would.
Yeah, I think we got a good lifespan out of those that
Yeah.
weren't expected.
They went with, they last a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk to the contingency plan at all?
Yeah, so we are working with Da Vinci on a contingency plan. It looks like through the summer and hopefully into the first few weeks of the school year, Futures Kids will be able to join, the Futures Plus kids will join the Futures Kids. That's the program here. And be able to just joint use some of the facilities known as a short-term issue. And then SLC, we're working at some options, but one option is we put them at the middle school for a month. And possibly the Pitkin room and setting up just some small stations there. It's a small number of students. That has access to the outside bathroom. There's a setup there that we could actually leverage a little bit with that back room. So that's what we're thinking right now. Again, waiting on some final, that's where our thought is.
I know more will come there. Thank you.
We'll know Monday, but at our next board meeting, we should probably be able to get much better, more firm. Yeah.
That's good. Any other comments or questions? No? Okay, hearing none, I have a motion from Neil and a second from Michelle for all three items. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0 for all three items. Excellent. Last order of business, is there a motion to adjourn?
I motion.
Motion to adjourn?
I will give that to Nelson. Nelson and Michelle, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you all. Thank you, Nelson, for joining us as well.
Thank you, Nelson.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes our special board meeting for today. Thank you.